Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, named after one of the great coaches in the history of the sport. Today, these two teams getting set to square off. Plenty of paint will be swapped on those headgears as we go head-to-head in Durham. Thanks for joining us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Now let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for all the action. We'll see you at the half.
We're in Durham, North Carolina, where the air is full of football frenzy. And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Duke is lined up to kick the ball off first, and we are ready to go. And with that, we kick off our season. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. Complete. What a catch. They'll bring him down right around the 44-yard line.
He is such a reliable target. You throw it anywhere near him, and this guy's going to get his hands on it and make a catch.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 44. East takes the toss left. Tackle at the 42-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say the defense had his number on that one. It can be very frustrating for a running back when he's stopped before he even gets going.
Gets out to around the 45.
When you're running the ball for big chunks of yards like that, you've got something working.
1st and 10. 1st and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. Another run. Brought down around the 29-yard line.
That's a gain of 16 on the play. 1st down.
He's checking. Crash. Dog 4.
Fires out to his receiver. He's tackled at the 22-yard line.
Massey's on the tackle at the 22-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down. They come out in an empty backfield. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. Touchdown, Bears. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A 6-play, 74-yard drive, and they put up 7 points.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
The score now, 7-0. Excellent kick. He makes it out to maybe the 16-yard line. The Bears were really excited when they got this guy. They expect him to be a future star, a top recruit, a great talent. And there's tackle number 1. So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. Nice run there. Jackson gets about 4 yards on the play. From their own 20-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Nice number one. Ready. Green 90.
And he's tackled around the 22-yard line. He gains a couple of yards on the carry.
3rd down.
And he's taken down at the 33.
He showed you right there why a defense can never lose tabs on him. Take your eye off him in coverage, and he'll create a big play.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 33. Tackle made at the 45.
That's good enough for another 2. First down.
It is, he throws, and this one's going to be intercepted. To the 20. And one of the biggest guys on the field is all alone. And he adds the extra point. Sanders has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. Heron from the 3. He's tackled at the 28. So the offense will come back out onto the field, hoping for a little better result than that last pick 6.
This quarterback needs to be a little bit more careful because this defense is excellent on capitalizing off of mistakes.
And down he goes at the 46-yard line. That one's more than good enough for the first down.
Well, Brad, that is a great play by the quarterback to find his target past the marker to keep this drive moving.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 46-yard line. Here they come. Quick throw to the back. It's incomplete. He tried to hit his receiver in stride, but overthrew it a little too much.
That'll come in time. Just repetition, throwing that same pass over and over, and he'll be fine.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 46. He's rolling right. He's taken down at the 36-yard line. Pulls it in, and he's in the open field. And they make the stop right around the 24-yard line. From the 24-yard line, first down. Caught out in the open. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line.
Makes it 2nd and 2.
It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Quick toss.
Heron was the intended receiver. Ball on the 3rd and 2.
He's got it with room to run. The 5. Touchdown, Duke. He makes the PAT. A nice 7-play, 71-yard drive, and they get it in for 7.
Brad, how about the guys up front? The offensive line giving the quarterback plenty of time to be able to read the defense and make the right throw.
So our score, 14-7. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. They're set to go for another round. Baylor is up by a touchdown. He's to the 40. He makes his way to about the 45. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Foul. Clipping. Offense.
That penalty will move him back a bit.
Yeah, with so many young guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
From their own 28-yard line, it's first down. They'll work the left. Makes it out to about the 36. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Clipping. Offense.
That one will put the offense in a hole, and they'll try to get some of that back on this upcoming play. From their own 21-yard line, first down. Hands it off. And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Gaining 4 yards. That makes it second and 10.
Two times. Shift. Here we go.
They'll make the sack.
The offensive line has to at least slow the guy down a little bit. He was in there in no time.
So the sack makes this third and very long. Caught with room to work. He's out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Wheatley is back awaiting the punt. Wheatley takes it at the 47. Tackle at the 48. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Clipping. Receiving team.
That one's going to put him way back.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Fires out to his wideout, and he hits him hard at the 46.
That makes it second and 2.
Coming to you. Here we go.
Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers. And he's level at the 44. 5 wide. Fires. Got it to the senior. Touchdown! They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So a short 3-play, 62-yard drive. And they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
Well, Brad, right now this offense is hot. And they also took advantage of some mistakes there by the defense.
We've played 1 quarter. 14 apiece. The Blue Devils saw one of their top players going down earlier, but it looks like he's going to be able to get back in there. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Welcome back. Tight game here in the second quarter as we begin play. This is the point in the game where you don't want to make any mistakes that give the other guys a reason to feel more confident going into halftime. They bring him down in the backfield. Nowhere to go for the halfback. That's a loss of 1. From their own 24-yard line. Second down. Out of bounds at the 26. He's hit before he can go anywhere.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down.
From their own 37-yard line. First down. He's scrambling. Dives forward, and that was a nice pickup by the quarterback.
Brad, I think this guy is amazing. He has an uncanny ability to scramble, and it showed right there on that play.
From their own 48-yard line, it's first down. Nearly intercepted. That could have been a big play for the defense.
Yeah, even though he had a good shot at picking it off, it's still a heck of a play to force the incomplete pass.
Tackle at the 49. And they'll look to convert here on another third down. Fires it out to the tight end, and he's got the first.
That's good for a gain of 11 yards. First down.
Here's the 8th play of the series. And they get him in the backfield for a loss.
There's nothing better than having an athletic, versatile, and instinctive safety. He makes a big-time play here with his recognition of the run, comes up and does what he does best, which is making a nice, sure tackle on the ball carrier.
Throws complete, he's hit right away.
That makes it 37.
This is the 10th play of this drive. Quick pass. He goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They're going to try a long field goal here. The Bears running back down there on the sideline. He was injured earlier. He means a lot to this offense, but I think he's going to be able to come back in. Looks like he's ready to go. He gets it up. That's just a bit of bad luck for this freshman kicker.
Usually in rainy conditions, it's a bad snap or hold that's the problem. But everything looked good to me. You can place the blame solely on the kicker right there.
They've been like a couple of fighters feeling each other out so far. Let's see if they start to open it up a little bit more now. Offense lines up in a 5-wide set and a defense anticipating pass here. Great pressure on the quarterback forced that incompletion.
Boy, they really pounded him on that throw.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 31-yard line, it's 2nd down. Throws it to the outside. He's tackled right around the 46-yard line. Got a man complete, and he's hit hard.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 42-yard line. And he tackles him hard at the 33-yard line. They come out in an empty backfield.
Well, the defense has to be very frustrated there. They did everything. They got to the quarterback. In fact, it looked like they had a chance to bring him down for the sack. But somehow he's able to throw the ball away.
Second and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. A quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Gets it off as he's hit. Complete. Not a bad little play there.
Yeah, this is a nice job by the quarterback reading the coverage and delivering a very catchable ball and allowing his receiver to come up with a nice gain.
Taken down around the 24-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
4th down.
It's 4th down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. A short yardage defense here. Tackled after decent pickup. It's the 9th play of the drive. The 10, the 5, touchdown, Blue Devils. Wait a second. They put the points on the board, but they might have to take them down.
You got to be careful to avoid these. Penalties are a great way to stall out a drive.
So first down once again, but a long ways to go after that penalty. he's scrambling.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
Here's play number 10 on the drive. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play.
There are a lot of players in the college game that can make something happen when the blocking breaks down. But when it's that bad, I don't care who you are, you're going down for a loss.
From the 31-yard line. Third down. Gets it out in a hurry. Looking for 6, and he got it. Touchdown. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Campbell gets set to kick this one away. And he got all of this one. Great kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
Throws a bullet over the middle. And they make the stop at the 43.
Not a real fancy play here, just a smartly run route. Good protection and a well-placed ball. Most times, you don't need much more than that.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 43. Fires it out. He's taken down at the 46-yard line. Good gain on the pass to the running back.
This young man is becoming more and more part of this passing game. He does a great job of making guys miss after the catch.
They come out in a 5-wide set. Throws complete. He's got room to work. Tackle made at the 23.
This isn't even the best example, but I'm going to tell you something. This young man is really getting better at running his routes, which is a truly underrated quality these days.
From the 23-yard line. First down. Brought down around the 15-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
And a quick throw. And he's tackled at the 12.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Throws complete. He's got space to work. He steps out around the 8-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd down, 6 to go. Ball on the 8-yard line. And he just gets rid of it. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. Throws it falling back and almost intercepted.
That could have been a huge shift in momentum if they were able to hold on to that one.
Wow, that was close. So it's 4th down. They're going to go for the easy 3 here. Kicks away, and he got it.
Even though they gave up a field goal here, that defense is feeling pretty good about themselves right now. It could have just as easily been a touchdown.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He'll take it from the 2. And he has it on the corner. Makes it out to maybe the 19-yard line. Duke's dreams are a reality in this football game. They've scored 21 points in a row. The quarterback is on his way back onto the field, and he led a great drive last time out. Duke holds a 4-point lead. Gets it out quickly. They'll bring him down at about the 35. The Blue Devils taking their first time out of the half. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 35. They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. They'll make the sack. The Blue Devils call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Boy, Brad, that was a big hit on the quarterback. I'm going to be interested to see how he responds from this hit and whether or not he comes after his offensive lineman and challenges them to start playing a little bit better.
Check.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide.
Check.
Quick throw. Nice grab on the play. And down he goes at about the 43-yard line. Duke's out of timeout. So the big gain resulting from the pass play leaves us with a 1st and 10. I guess he'll throw this one as far as he can and hope for a miracle. Throws it deep. What a play, and that'll set up a 1st and goal. Great first half of action, and we're hoping for more of the same. 21-17, Blue Devils.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollack here, completely locked in on that first half. What a terrific first half. This is everything we anticipated this game being, and we're going to be riveted to this game, I feel like, David, in the second half, anticipating a terrific finish.
It's fun. It's living up to the hype every single time. We can't even turn the channel here. We got it on the big screen on the big 60-inch. Yes, it's quite nice, by the way, too. The weather's nice and warm. It's beautiful. Got some chips. We're opening them up a little bit. But great game, living up to the hype. It definitely feels like both teams are evenly matched. It feels like it can go either way. It feels like it's going to come down to the wire. And the only thing I hope it doesn't come down to is a kicker. Please don't come down to a kick in the end. Both these teams playing great D, playing great O, physical, pounding on each other, making big plays. Don't come down to a finesse kick by like a soccer player, please.
David and I will be keeping an eye on your game and everything else going on in the country here in our palatial and comfortable surroundings in the studio. With the best seat in the house belongs to the Baylor.
And we welcome you back to the action here, just about set for the second half. Heron fields it at the 1. And he's tackled at the 17. And what a game it's been for this. Quarterback, Kirk.
Well, this is really just one of those games where it's all coming together. He's making the right reads, he's delivering the football in rhythm, and the most important thing is he's playing with confidence. Let's also give some credit to the offensive line. They've done a really good job of keeping the pressure off of him just long enough to allow him to read the defense, be able to make the right read, and get the ball thrown downfield for big plays.
And he throws it away. Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 17-yard line. Duke is up by 4. Gains his way to the 29-yard line. He makes it to the 32-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7. Ball on the 32. And he makes it out to about the 34-yard line.
Gain of 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
There's a strike complete. Tackle at the 48.
It's a smart job here by the coaches, making a play call here that really played to their offensive strengths. That's knowing your personnel.
From the 48-yard line, it's first down.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
That's a great tackle at the 44.
That's a loss of 8 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Here's the 8th play of the series. Duke is up 4. He's got it with room to run. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
This guy is one of the most reliable receivers around. They needed a big play on 3rd down, and he got it for them.
From the 32-yard line, first down. Gets it. He's in space. And he's taken down right around the 18-yard line. And this is the 10th play of the drive. He fights forward to about the 16.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
From the 16-yard line. Second down. They go with a run, and he's brought down in the backfield.
That is a loss of 2 yards. That brings us 3rd and 10.
This is the 12th play of this drive. So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers. He lost the ball. The defense scoops it out.
That just shows you how determined this defense is. Great play by the linebacker to come up with the ball after the fumble.
There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing. Quick out to his receiver. And they make the stop at the 46.
Gain 15 on the play. First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
He gets out to about the 45-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. He's at the 30, and he tackles him hard at the 21-yard line.
Call it a gain of 24 yards. First down.
Pressure and brought down.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 9.
Defense looking for another sack in this 2nd down and long situation. Dumps it left side. Steps out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
That's a gain of 4 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 13.
Rose intercept. No, he dropped it. They'll call on the field goal unit here for this long field goal attempt. He gets it up, and he splits the uprights.
Boy, he had plenty of distance there and pushed it through. Very impressive leg strength.
So our score, Duke 21, Baylor 20. Looks like they're ready for the kick. From the 5-yard line, he's to the 20. He's taken down at the 21. The Blue Devils have certainly had their opportunities to put this thing away. I don't think they can say they haven't, but they haven't been able to do it.
Well, it's just sloppy execution on offense. You know, whether they're turning the ball over or they're being forced to punt. This is just not an offense right now in rhythm, and they've blown their opportunities, and now they got to hold on and hope that they can get out of here with a win.
Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. Duke with a 1-point lead. Quick throw. He's taken down at the 24.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 24. Makes the catch and gets out of bounds. He gets to 100-yard receiving with that grab.
You got to love this quarterback-receiver combo. Talking to these guys before the game, they told me they spend about an hour after every practice perfecting the routes. It sure shows.
He sails it long. And this one's going to get intercepted. First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 26. And they got to him before he could get back to the line. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. That's incomplete.
The defensive coordinator did a great job with the play call there. He put his defense in alignment and a position to be able to make a play on the football. Everything worked perfectly. They just dropped the football. Boy, the offense caught a break there.
It's 3rd down, 12 to go. Ball on their own 24. Quick strike to the receiver. Tackle made at the 34-yard line. Will be the return man. Brought down at the 37. That's 3 down and 1 to go. Duke's up by 1. Welcome back to the action. Fourth quarter. This one will decide it. Tight ball game through 3.
The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
And we'll see how aggressive this defense is when they come.
Going right. Intercepted. He's under pressure. And he's tackled at the 41.
What is he thinking? The quarterback has got to know at this time in the game, unless his man is wide open, that he should just throw it away. It's these kinds of mistakes that can cost you a game.
From the 41-yard line. First down. Zips it to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds
At about the 37-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
couldn't hang on here in the fourth quarter. Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 31. Got it. Complete. He's out of bounds.
That's good for a gain of 11 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Inside the 10, and he's pushed out of bounds, setting up a 1st and goal.
What is going on with this defense? I mean, don't get me wrong. The offense is doing a nice job with first downs, and they're executing well, but the defense is just letting them maintain possession and move the ball right down the field. They've got to try to change things up with their scheme. Be more aggressive, attack, do some things to change it up, take some risks.
1st and goal from the 4, looking for Pater. Touchdown! And that gives them the lead. They'll go for 2 in this situation. And they won't get the 2. Here's an update from the studio and Reese Davis.
We've been locked in on what's going on in Columbia. And for LSU, once again, this game just goes to show you, never take anything for granted in college football.
He's to the 10. He's to the 20. Whoa, he just took a licking.
Right, this has been a great game to watch. A lot of competitive spirit out there. The offenses seem to be going up and down the field. Back and forth we go. I think the winner will be which defense can make that pivotal stop to secure a victory.
And the offense will take the field, and they're certainly hoping to do better than they did on their last drive, which ended with a turnover.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Brought down at the 41-yard line. From their own 41-yard line, it's 1st down. He's going to go for the home run. Picked off. And down he goes at the 50. They'll bring him down at the 48-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 48-yard line. He gets out to about the 48-yard line. Steps up in the pocket. Catches it, and he's looking for more.
Tackle around the 11-yard line.
Huge play for both the quarterback and receiver. But it all starts with the big fellas up front who provided the time to get the quarterback a chance to throw.
So the big gain resulting from the pass play leaves us with a 1st and 10.
Maxwell with a pitch. Touchdown Bears. He makes the PAT. Baylor is lining up to kick this one off. It's fielded at the 2. And he has it on the corner. Tackle made at the 30. I have a feeling we haven't seen the end of the fireworks today.
Brad, you and I have seen some crazy things happen over the years. Anything can still happen. They've got to get a touchdown on this drive, and if they can, hold on, look out. Maybe they got a shot to come back and get into the game.
Here's a step in the maturation of a young quarterback. How does he respond to throwing an interception on that last drive?
The first rule on offense is to take care of the football. These guys need to remember that on this drive.
Throws it deep. And it's going the other way. It's the senior corner.
I really like this corner's ability to read the play. He shows very good football smarts and pretty good hands, too.
From their own 23-yard line. 1st down.
Off balance, and they can't connect.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. And that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
We've got 3rd and 10. Ball on their own 23.
East takes the delayed handoff. He fights forward to about the 26.
A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
Franklin is the punter. Wheatley fields it at the 39. Oh, man, he took him down hard. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Whistle foul. Clipping. Receiving team.
That one will put the offense
Still
in a
first
hole,
down.
and they'll try to get some of that back on this upcoming play.
From their own 34-yard line. 1st down.
The quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Rolls right. Throws to the receiver. Incomplete.
Number 81, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
The defense has got some of their best pass defenders on the field. They set up in the dime to counter that 5 wide receiver set. He airs it out. Can't connect. Excellent coverage on the play.
You might say that he made the wrong move here, but this is what they're taught to do in the secondary. Bat the ball down if they don't have a chance to the interception. That's a great play by the corner.
Third down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 34.
He's on the run. It's caught. First down, and he's out of bounds. To the 20. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. He's tackled around the 15. Incomplete. They got a hand on it.
That was textbook coverage by the defense. That's exactly what you want to do on every single pass play, but it doesn't always happen.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 15.
200 check! 200 check!
Pressure coming and the ball is loose. That's a pretty big mistake, and this offense will lose possession of the football.
Sloppy job by the ball carrier. First and foremost, you should always be concerned about the ball.
It's a new possession for this offense, so what will it hold? Less than 3 minutes in the game.
On the run. And he's taken down
Around the 46-yard line.
First down.
So it's first and 10 after the big run. Again with a carry. He fights forward to about the 43. Run there. East comes away with 5 yards on the carry.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
So it's third down, and they've got about 2 yards to go. He's under some heat, and he's going to be sacked.
The smart quarterbacks and offensive linemen have a really unique relationship. A quarterback should take care of his offensive lineman. But after that play and that hit, you really got to be wondering what kind of relationship this quarterback and his offensive lineman have after that.
Under a minute left.
He's at the 30. He's at the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Baylor. And he converts the extra point. Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
The Tigers were ranked number 13. They took care of business, and they should hold their spot next week. This game was tighter than spandex on a sumo wrestler.
Sanders is lined up to kick this one off. And he's tackled at the 21. Nothing left here except to see the clock hit 0. A comeback is just not happening. Here comes the pressure. He's going left. This one will fall incomplete.
In coverage. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 21. They bring their quarterback down.
Boy, this pass rush is sometimes scary. They're really getting after the quarterback now.
That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check, check. Here we go. Fire. Here we go.
Airing it out long. Picked off, and that's going to wrap this one up. And they make the stop at about
The 45.
Double tight, double tight. Pull down. Hey, watch that.
We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this clock. If you're an offensive coordinator, you love this play. His quarterback will take a knee.
Man left, man left. Pull down. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
That's the end of the ball game, and our final score in this one, Baylor 40, Duke 21.
The Blue Devils 21.